When I finished the first draft of the script and wrote that part of the story would take place in New York, I had in my mind that we would actually shoot in LA and just try to fake it. Ultimately, our director of photography, Brian, convinced Menton and myself that we needed to fly out there. So we did.
Amazing to start to think positively that it is going to happen.
And don't believe in all women.
This was my first time in New York. Menton had lived in Brooklyn for some time before moving out to LA, so he was able to navigate us to where we needed to go. We brought Mike and Tony, who played Luke and James in the film, and Brian. We got there at the beginning of March. Now, we had filmed one exterior scene in LA that was supposed to take place in New York. We were fortunate to have similar cloud cover on both days. The main part of our shoot happened 2 months prior. We had to make sure that everything would match when we cut it all together, like this scene with Tony, which was shot in January. So once it was settled that we were definitely flying out there, Menton and I decided that we needed a scene that took place at a very iconic New York spot. The Brooklyn Bridge seemed like a good fit, and I had always wanted to go there. Now, it wasn't going to be practical to have a sound guy with us, so we made sure that all the dialogue scenes that take place in New York happened indoors. So the edit suite, the break room, hotel room, all were shot in LA and recorded by our sound guy, Richard Roy. With the bridge scene, however, I did write a bit of dialogue that we knew we would have to replace later. This is what was recorded on the camera mic.
Yeah, not exactly.
Now, I knew I wanted to have control over the background noise. Then we had to ADR Mike's lines.
Yeah, not exactly.
And finally, put it all together when we mixed it.
Yeah, not exactly.
We flew in on Friday, filmed on Saturday and Sunday, and then flew back on Monday. The following weekend, we wrapped up principal photography, and I began to edit.